not participating tonight?
Well, there you go. It is Wednesday night again. Welcome to String Theory, where you ask the questions and we don't care. I am JP Cormier. This is my friend Splasher Natch Humberbump. And the lovely Ginger's in the house. And we're listening to Winston Fitzgerald.
We are. That we are.
Yeah. That right there is enough to get anybody drunk.
You know the mango bubbly's back.
I don't like water. It gets in my mouth.
Okay.
Fish grew in it, so I've heard.
Okay. Cheers.
Yes. Our partners, Boucher's, Levy's, G&G Music, Brickhouse Guitars, K&K, Gallagher Guitars, Recording King, Alvarez Yeri, St. Louis Music, Yamaha, haha, James Martin Instruments, Close Guitars, Cody Guitars, Orangewood Guitars, D'Addario Canada, The Arc, Apollo Picks, Epiphone, Gibson, Blue Chip Picks, Tone Slab
Picks.
LR Bags, Maestro Hose and Guitars, George Crackett, my brother, Emerald Guitars, the world's finest artisan carbon fiber instruments, the Nova Scotia SPCA, Charmed Life Picks, Pickers Grip, Tone Traveler, or Dr. Herringbone, as he's oft known in many places.
Dr. Thumbscrew.
David Fleming from Green, Iowa. And I probably shouldn't say this, but
Don't say it.
Okay.
Don't say it yet.
There's a new partner coming as of today.
That's a gooder.
It's going to be a gooder. Yeah. New partner. New partner alert.
New partner.
So, really, all you have to do at this point is just look at the camera, Chris.
Yes.
Flummer Bunch Hyper Slop. And say, welcome
to
String Theory. Here's John and Chris and Ginger. That's all you have to do.
Howdy, partner.
Howdy, partner.
Oh, Winston's
Tearing
tearing it up there.
Oh,
That
yeah,
always
he's
reminds me
tearing
of Alice in Wonderland.
He just got a little splash of energy. Are you speeding him up?
Oh, no, you didn't need to. He could speed up all on his own. Anyhow, thank you, Winston, for all the music over the years. Just incredible. So, Capo Corner, I got nothing.
All right.
Moving
Off to
on.
a raging start.
So a raging start.
Off to a raging start. Nice shirt. You're
Well,
formal
it
tonight.
was a big day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're in your
I
formal
reviewed this will be our Capo Corner. I reviewed this guitar, which is the JP Cormier signature model Yeri, and I had to wear my tux
To do it.
So that'll be up and running. Not next Monday, I believe, but the next Monday after that,
Following
potentially.
Monday.
Yeah. So yeah, keep your eyes open every Monday night for Guitar Stuff with John.
And there's another couple laying in wait.
Oh God, there's so many things.
Yeah.
But I'm going to catch up. There'll be lots to carry you through the summer. I'm going to shoot all the videos now, and they'll release every Monday evening. And yeah,
We're going to do an install tomorrow. We're going to film an install.
We're filming an install, a very unique one.
Yeah, we're going to use the twin internal Mando by K&K
Yeah.
and put that in a friend's mandolin.
Yes, sir.
So we'll show you how that one works. It's
That's
kind of an
fun.
interesting
It is.
change.
Yes.
Yeah. All right, well, that was
And
good.
then we're going to circumcise a water buffalo without
No.
the use of
Sterilization.
Anesthetic.
what do you call it?
Anesthetic.
Anesthetic. Yes.
No Novocaine.
Tranquilizer. And Jack is
Horse
over the
meat.
condenser doing something weird with his face.
He's snarfling.
Snarfling the
He
floor.
ate something off the carpet and it's stuck in his mouth.
Probably carpet.
Yeah, carpet.
Jack's getting old. He doesn't give a fuck anymore.
No.
Like, I'll just eat this lint. See what happens.
He does seem to be enjoying it, which is good.
Yeah.
Yes,
True.
anywhere you can find enjoyment.
So the first Kirsten goes to
Adam K.
Adam K.
Okay.
Who are some of your favorite dobro players?
Well, the main guy is Jerry Douglas.
Yeah, he's the one and only.
The other fella that's really, really good is Rob Ickes or Ikes or whatever how to pronounce his name.
Eeks?
No, Ickes. I'm embarrassed. I don't know how to pronounce his last name, but I've never
You gave it a shot.
I think it's Rob Ikes.
Okay.
Yeah. I've actually never said it. I just read about him, and the guy's incredible. He's one of the best dobro players in the world.
Where do you read about him? Like Dobro Weekly?
No, he's always on Facebook.
All right.
The people filming him. He plays for everybody. He's another Jerry. He's another Jerry, like 20 years younger.
He's like New Jerry.
They say it's
New
Ikes.
Jerry. What?
They say Ikes.
Yeah, it's Ikes. Yeah.
As
it's
much as I
Rob-
can translate
Rob
text
Ikes,
into sound.
Right.
So, Rob Icky.
Rob Ickies. Ickies.
Yeah, the guy's a giant of a player. Like this.
There's not a lot of big name Dobro players out there.
Well, there's only 3 that
Does
I know
Tom
of.
play dobro?
Is
Tom
Swift?
Swiffy?
Yeah.
No, he plays slide. He plays
Oh,
like
right.
there's only 3
National.
that I'm aware of.
Resonant.
Is Jerry and Rob Ikes, and the guy that plays for my buddy there. Sally Mountain Show. Rhonda Vincent. Her dobro player is possibly the best dobro player I've ever seen in my life, and I don't know who he is. I saw him live. They came up here to Nova Scotia a few years ago at Stewiacke River Park, and I went down to see the band, and my God, this guy was
Stewart Park?
Stewiacke.
Oh, Stewiacke.
I went up, and the guy's like Yngwie Malmsteen on the dobro, like this. He's so fast, and doing licks that are virtually impossible.
It's a neat instrument.
I love it.
Yeah.
I have one here. I've done a lot of dobro work in my lifetime. Always somebody wanting a dobro part in the studio, right? I never played one live because too
Crazy.
yeah, too many variables.
It's like a pedal steel.
There's no way.
You need a math and a physics degree, and you need to be high
And
while you're playing.
and have yoga.
Yeah.
And go through the Richard Simmons Sweating to the Oldies volumes 1 through 7.
Well, you got to be able to use all your limbs at once.
You got to have groin muscles.
Yeah.
Got it. You got to have the thighs of Conan the Barbarian.
It's a frighteningly complex instrument too, with all the
it's
levers
terrible.
and
terrible. But it's my favorite. I love the instrument.
Yeah.
I love it. Okay, next.
Oh, Dave and Steve are checking in.
Dave and Steve are on the road, Gunning and Steve
Gunners.
Boucher.
Your preamp's done. Come and get it.
Yeah, bastard.
Yeah.
Okay, next.
Can you feel the love?
Yeah.
Super chat from Colin Dolan.
Colin Dolan.
Howdy, Colin.
Well, lads, JP, when are you going to Japan to give us a tour of the Yamaha shop? Love String Theory. Thank you for doing it.
I don't know. I doubt I ever will, but there's a greater chance that I'll be going to Japan to tour the Yari shop at Connie. They were supposed to take me last year. They had budgeted money for me to go over there and perform for the 100 people that work in that building. And the original shop that was started by the original, Sadeo Yari.
Would you wear that formal T-shirt that you're wearing there?
Probably, yes. I would want to,
Nice one, Ginger.
I would want to be.
You should iron it first, though.
Well, I'm so fat.
Maybe don't
blows
eat
the
spaghetti
wrinkles out
first.
of it
Yeah,
when I
you
wear
should
it.
also wash your breakfast.
Wash the spaghetti off.
Okay, you guys can kiss my arse.
There it was.
Read the next question.
Ooh.
So maybe going to Japan, but maybe not Yamaha.
Stop drinking sake over there and read the next fucking question.
I had a long meeting today. I deserve some sake.
Oh, sorry.
It rhymed with sake.
Now we're getting mocking people now.
Yeah, you're getting down there. And it's Ginger. Watch out.
Yeah,
she'll kill you while you sleep tonight.
Yeah, she'll kill me while I'm on the air here now. You won't even see her so fast.
She'll slit your hose tonight.
Yeah, we won't. Yeah. She'll tie my CPAP hose in a knot. I'll wake up in the morning all blue and shit.
Yeah. Oh, my gosh.
We got a super chat from Ian Rossiter.
Hey,
Ian Rossiter.
He says he's considering a career change and going teaching full-time again. What do you feel is lacking in today's instruction?
Fear.
What?
Ridicule.
Like teaching music, I'm assuming.
Oh,
what's
Not
missing
math.
in teaching music?
Yep.
People that know how to play. That's the
Well,
biggest thing.
That's sort of why you go to instruction.
I'm talking about the teachers. I have yet to see anybody that knows a fucking thing about playing that says they're a teacher.
enough with the
Every
jocularity.
time, it pisses me off because it's just like, and they're taking people's money by the hundreds of thousands of dollars.
But you
I
know
can
some
teach you
people
to play
who
in 2
do
weeks.
teach.
And you listen to this guy play, and he's just barely above an intermediate player himself. Like, why would you want to learn from someone like that?
Well, if you're less
You
than a
want to
beginner,
learn
then
from somebody
you
like
can learn from an
Ian.
intermediate.
Ian can play his ass off. Mm-hmm. He actually knows something about playing. So that's what's missing is teachers who actually have played a live gig for money. That's a thing. That's a big thing.
So knowing that Ian has that, what else could he bring to the table?
That's it.
What about fear, ridicule, and intimidation? The three
Also
cornerstones
offers of money.
Instruction.
That's a given. I intimidate everybody. If you don't play this right, I'll bust you in your face.
Right.
And then they just...
It's not an effective learning strategy.
I think it is. I think we need a lot more of that.
Yeah, Chet Atkins thought it was.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he had a
Along
whole
with
video.
mandatory military service.
That's
I don't
right.
know if you're going to get a serious
Straighten
answer, Ian.
people out.
Yeah, as soon as you join the course, you got to get circumcised and join the army.
What?
Now, settle down with the jocularity. This is a serious show.
Well, I'm trying to be serious.
No, but you have lots of opinions on how
Yeah.
things should be taught and
Well,
how they're taught versus how
I've just said it.
You didn't.
That's how things should be taught.
but
Working
offers
as
of
a-
money
They
and
should be
ridicule.
taught by somebody who's far, far better than the student.
But I know lots
Right?
of excellent people at certain things that are absolutely dog shit instructors. You can be excellent at your job and dog shit at teaching.
So you're saying they need instructional chops.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like there are...
Well, I'm not telling anybody what that is because I sell it. So if you want to know what it is, kiss my arse because I go on my site.
There's people who can
Not
explain what
giving
they
that
do.
away.
Pay me or kiss my arse.
Yeah.
If you can't explain what you do to someone who knows nothing about what you do, you're not a good teacher.
You'd need at least 3 ways.
Okay.
To play an
Fine.
A.
You want to know that's the big secret. There ain't one. There is no secret. The key to teaching somebody to play is to give them the building blocks of the technique that they need to play anything, and then you teach them to teach themselves.
And the real answer comes out.
That's
Yes, thank you.
That's how you teach people. You do not teach people
Tunes.
by showing them how to play Smoke in the fucking water.
Wagon wheel.
Because all they can do at that point is smoke on the water. How many gigs are they going to get with that?
This question has been brought to you by Smoke on the Water.
So you have to show them why you play Smoke on the Water that way. Once they know why it's done that way, they can apply that knowledge to every other piece of music.
Mm-hmm.
That's the secret to teaching. It isn't teaching people licks, tunes, riffs, openings, headers. It's all bullshit. You want people go in there. I want
Well,
to
it's
be
all
able,
secondary. It's not
I
bullshit.
want to be able
it's
to play a
secondary.
tune. So you show them a tune, and they've just paid you $50 for an hour. And what did they get?
Well, those are
Nothing.
people who don't really want to learn how to play.
Then they
want
need to
learn
stay
how
the
play
fuck
that
home.
tune.
Like that's the other problem is
Well,
people.
I don't think you're going to have a problem with people busting down the door
Yeah.
with your disposition.
Yeah. I
Yeah, maybe a friendly disposition is a great thing for an instructor as well.
Yeah. I know one thing that you should have. Not
Don't
his
be an arsehole.
disposition.
yeah. But I'm just honest. I'm very honest about this. Listen, here's a few things you need to know. If you're a teacher, stop teaching people bullshit that is only designed to get them to be a party monkey for 45 seconds at a party.
But what if that's what they want?
Oh, I can play the chords to rattle, whatever the fuck, what's his name there?
This portion of the show is being brought to you by Tender Loving Care.
What's that Steve Earle thing? Copperhead Road.
Road.
Oh, yeah.
It's one chord.
Yeah.
Drop D. Right? So what good is that doing?
At least teach them more than a feeling.
Yes.
Right?
Mm-hmm. Teach them something that it applies to everything they want to learn. That's how you learn. Teach anybody how to play. And then secondly, it then becomes the responsibility of the student to actually practice. Because guess what? You can't ever play without practicing.
Here we go.
If you don't practice, you'll never play. You will suck forever.
It's time for your close-up now.
And that's the truth.
Do you think
if you want something out of your instrument, you've got to put time in it.
Do you think that today's attention span or lack thereof plays a part in the difficulty in teaching
it's
people?
All this instant gratification
but
bullshit.
Some people want to pay $50 an hour to learn Smoke on the Water.
Well, let them.
And
but it's a waste and it's a ripoff. And
but if that's what they want, then that's
you're taking their money illegitimately. That's my opinion.
The other side of that coin is if I come to you and say, I want to learn this song and here's all my money, and you teach me some bullshit about Circle of Fifths, I don't give a shit about Circle of Fifths. I want to learn Smoke on the Water.
She just shit on the Circle of Fifths.
That's what I'm paying for, so that's, if you don't provide that service...
you need to go to a substandard teacher who will teach you that shit. That'll make you nothing. You'll just be some jerk at a party, drunk somewhere, going, I don't suck! That'll be you. You will have spent $500 to learn that fucking bullshit. Meanwhile, some other guy who's actually wanting to play the guitar,
I bet Ian's sitting in the corner. He asked the question.
Learn something about the instrument.
Are you sorry yet?
Learns how to
because I'm certainly sorry.
How you build melody, how you build chords, why things work the way they do. And
anybody else who's sorry, feel free to comment.
Sits at home by himself in his room and he practices.
And he learns Smoke on the Water.
He practices 2 hours a day, 3 if he wants to be proficient, 6 if he wants to be good, 8 if he wants to be the fucking best.
He doesn't have a
job.
job.
That's how it works. You don't just give somebody the ability to play guitar. And if you say you're going to do that, you're a liar. And you're taking their money illegitimately.
But not if they want that. It's not
illegitimate. If they want that, let them have it. But they're buying air, nothing.
I hate it when mom and dad fight.
So, yeah. There's your answer, Ian. Teach them something worth learning.
You can sort through all of that.
Yeah.
There might be an answer in it.
And if people are like, I want to learn how to play blah, blah, blah.
You should charge those people extra.
Stupid fucking pop song that has 3 notes in it.
We need an F-bomb.
Can we? Yeah, can you teach me how to play a tune that has 1 note? Yeah, baby, I can. Will you give me $100? Yeah. Oh, I can play the guitar now. I can play. I'm good. Let's go to the party. I'm going to get laid tonight. Yeah. Don't get me fucking started about lessons.
Oh, you're only just getting started?
Is that what started
it? That was awesome.
Well, for you, it was.
It's one of your better rants, actually. It wasn't bad.
It was a really good rant.
It wasn't even infuriating.
That was worth the price of admission right there. All of that.
If admission were free, it was worth the price.
Yeah, it was free. It was free.
Yeah. Yeah. All right.
Love you, Ian. You're the best. One of the best. Listen, if you're out there and you can get lessons from Ian Rossiter, yeah. If you're out there and you can get taught by Ian Rossiter, by God, you better do it, because he's one of the best musicians around. So there you go.
All right. Good.
Next.
harder to recycle when you do that.
Let's go on to a gentler subject.
A super chat from Jasper North.
Oh boy.
Hi, Jasper.
Now what do you want?
Hybrid picking, flat picking, or Travis picking?
What?
Hybrid picking.
Yes.
Travis picking.
Yes.
Or flat picking.
There are 3 different things.
Yes, and he's asking which one do you prefer?
You think he knows?
I don't have a preference. They're all tools.
And what are they good for?
Everything.
Absolutely nothing.
So.
I knew she was going to do that.
It's true.
All right. Flat picking. Where are you going to use it?
To flat pick tunes.
Okay.
Travis that's picking? So unhelpful.
To play fingerstyle tunes.
And hybrid picking.
When you need a fingerstyle part, but can't switch to a thumb pick.
Are you proficient at all of them?
Yes.
Do you use the same fingers for all of them?
Yes. No. Hybrid, this is the only finger I'm able to use because these 2 are holding a flat pick. That one.
Okay.
So, yeah. They're just tools.
This one here?
Yeah, that
okay.
one.
All right.
This one. Okay. So, yeah, they're just tools. So if I'm playing like Travis style, it's finger style. So I'm wearing a thumb pick and playing finger style tunes. If I'm playing Doc Watson or Tony Rice or whatever, that's just flat pick. But if I'm doing a tune like Hometown Battlefield, it requires me to use hybrid picking because I'm imitating fingerstyle with the flat pick and just one finger. It also is done to when you're playing and you do something called a pinch, which is when you're with a flat pick. It happens with a thumb pick too, but if you're doing a flat pick and you're playing this note and the bottom string too. So you can do all of those. So they're just tools. It's not like you can't play. You can't choose one thing as a guitar style. You could play the Travis style all the time, or flat picking all the time, but you couldn't do hybrid all the time. Like it's not how it's built. Because if you have the flat pick and you go play rhythm, you're just going to go with flat pick. And if you're going to take a solo, like Skaggs always used hybrid picking on the guitar. And Albert Lee does. And Burton. James Burton. Elvis's guitar player. Always, and sometimes used 2 fingers, right? So it isn't like you choose one or the other. You're either playing fingerstyle or you're playing a flat pick, and you're able, at a moment's notice, to drop that middle finger in there to either imitate a fingerstyle part or play more than one note at a time when you're using a flat pick. So that's it. There's no preference. It's just, they're all just tools. So whatever you are choosing to use at the time for the piece you're playing is what you do. So.
Good question.
It was.
Super chat from Sarah Watson.
Sarah Watson.
That must be new.
No.
No?
Not even a little bit.
All right.
Sarah's been with us. How long has she been with us?
I don't know.
She's been with us a long time.
All right.
She says, thank you for your recommend on Skip for guitar lessons for swing style fiddle accompaniment.
Sweet.
I approached him Sunday during a fiddle workshop at Carol's Corner, and he's happy to take me on as a student.
Now, you see, there you go, right? There's a guy right there.
Yeah.
Who's not going to teach you bullshit. He will teach you the whole, he won't teach you what to play. He'll teach you how to play. Right? And he'll make it interesting, and he'll do it through teaching you chord structure in actual tunes. And start to show you the secret, which is just recognizing all the similarities between every tune. Because there's more similarities than differences. So the chord progression for one tune overlays over a different tune with just a few changes. And it's like that for every tune. So it seems ridiculous, but it's true.
And he's a nice guy.
He's a great teacher.
Yeah.
Great banjo player, great guitar player, and he's a good guy. So you couldn't find anybody better than Skipper.
Good all-round guy.
I love that man. He's been my hero since I was a little kid.
Skim and Kip.
And I met him when I was 13 years old. And he was one of the funniest things ever happened to me when I was a kid was I went out on the road with the Ladies' Choice Bluegrass Band when they were breaking up on their farewell tour.
Mm-hmm.
And I went with them. I don't know how the hell I managed to get to go on that run, but I went with them in the van, and we were playing out near Kedgie, at some outdoor park, and it was cold as hell. And they were playing inside, but it wasn't heated. Dirt floor, stage, like a big giant gazebo for livestock. It was a fairground we were in, right? And I'm out in the van with Skip, and I wasn't playing it. I think I did do one guest number on each show. And I said Skip was up in the front seat, and I was in the middle bench seat in this old Econoline van, and I was freezing, right? And I looked up in the mirror at Skip. You can see his face in the rearview mirror. Hey, Skipper. Yeah. I'm freezing to death, man. This is freezing in here. And he said, put your hands on your bag. And I was just a kid. Nobody ever said anything like that to me before, right? And I just laughed and laughed and laughed. I never forgot that. But also, that's just personal things, funny things. But the man composed two of the greatest banjo tunes ever made that I learned, and utilized my whole career. The Flying Dutchman and Graveyard Shift were two of the best banjo instrumentals I've ever heard. Mm-hmm. And he wrote those.
Where did he and Kim meet? Do you know?
I was around at the time because I was playing with Kim at all the contests. And I'm pretty sure they would have met on Up Home Tonight. Mm-hmm. I think that's how that happened. Hmm. But yeah, I was there when that was all going down. And
two quality people.
Yeah, they're great, great folks. Yeah. They've been together a long, long time. They got married when I was 19 or something, and I'm 103. So I mean,
it's been a long time.
They've been together.
That's
a long
commitment.
While. Yeah, it's commitment. Next.
Yeah, I just thought that too.
Super chat from Caleb Hawkins.
Hey, Caleb.
Thoughts on shell chords? Working the
shell
chords? Working the Adam Levy book now and loving the new challenge. Not really a bluegrass thing, but I like the voicings a lot.
What kind of chords?
Shell.
Shell.
Never heard of them.
Okay.
I don't know what that is.
You probably know it by a different name.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. I'll look it up. Who is it that's playing Adam
Levy?
That name sounds familiar.
You ain't
I'm sorry.
You ain't dang old got much book learning,
yeah,
do you, boy?
I'm sorry. It's probably somebody very famous, but I'm just not aware of it. But I've probably heard it and not aware that it's name. Called that.
Yeah.
I'll look it up.
Good.
So I think we should talk about something else. Something else.
Good.
I think we should do Nerd Turd. What's it called?
Nerd Turd.
Oh yeah, Geek Speak.
Nerd Turd.
Geek Speak with Chris.
Nerd Chat.
Geek Speak with the Chris.
Do you want to get your geek on?
The Coot, my buddy. I've known him longer than rice has been white. Right there. Yeah.
Not altogether sure what that means.
As long as Aunt Jemima's been making pancakes.
That's right. Longer than the sun's been yeller.
Longer than old Yeller's been laying dead up behind the bar. All right, what are we doing?
Longer than the hobo's bindle stick. What are we doing? We're doing ribbon mics. Right?
All right.
Let's do ribbon mics.
All right.
Geek Speak with Chris.
Let's do some ribbon mics.
Do it.
That's the last of our 3 main types.
That's true, yeah. This is the last one. Now we got to find something else after this.
We will.
I know I can talk about it.
Yeah.
Not to us.
Maybe somebody will have a suggestion.
That's correct.
Hint.
Yes.
Hint.
Hint.
So, ribbon mics.
Yeah.
Also known as velocity mics. That was
I didn't know this.
Different name.
Yeah.
Yeah. Definitely the most sought after for recording.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And they've got a history dating back to 1924. 2 German physicists and scientists, Walter Schottky and Erwin Gerlach,
wow,
invented the ribbon mic.
Huh.
They devised a thin aluminum ribbon that they corrugated, and they basically hung it between 2 permanent magnets, and
cool.
That was it. So that's the conductor is the ribbon. Early commercial manufacturers, Western Electric and RCA, probably RCA most famously.
The most famous, yeah.
They dominated the field starting in the 30s.
Yeah.
In Western Electric was motion picture.
Yep.
And RCA was broadcast, and that's where we can remember all those iconic pictures, right? So I don't think there's
Elvis Presley.
Yeah. Who can't picture a photo from the Grand Ole Opry, performers standing there in front of an RCA 44 with WSN on over it, the call sign letters, right? Or when you watch like a late night show.
Carson.
Yeah.
Used a Shore.
Used a Shore.
SM33, and Letterman used a 77DX.
77DX, an RCA 77.
And we were talking about this before the show.
Yeah.
And this is how crazy it is. I always thought those microphones were props.
Mm-hmm.
But it turns out, because I own a ribbon mic, and I know what it can do, they weren't props at all.
No.
They actually worked.
Mm-hmm. They were the perfect mic.
One side was facing the host, the other side faced the chair.
Mm-hmm.
So it was perfect. Mm-hmm. And you explained to me, it made picked none of the audience up because they don't pick up from the sides.
Right. It's a polar 8.
Yeah.
Like a figure 8 pattern.
And a fat one. It goes a long way, 3 feet.
So if this is a ribbon mic, it would be picking up here.
Yep.
And it would be picking up there.
Same pattern around the backside. Yeah.
Now that can be influenced in the manufacturing process, but that's the basic. Yeah. They're a double-sided mic. So today, companies like Audio Technica, Shure, Beyerdynamic, Royer
is one of the most famous ones.
AEA is one, Melodium and Golden Age.
That's my mic.
That's your mic. They make ribbon mics. And of note is AEA out of California. They make exact replicas. I believe they bought the original drawings from RCA.
Yeah. And
they make exact copies of the 44 and the 77 style mics.
I would love to have one of those.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah. So, how does a ribbon mic work? How's it different? What we need to do is think back. Much different, but much simpler. If you think back to the dynamic mic that we did a couple weeks ago, where you had the voice coil, right, that was attached to a diaphragm, and the voice coil sitting in a magnetic gap, in between magnetic lines of flux in that gap. The diaphragm vibrates from the sound waves and moves the voice coil, inducing a current, and that's representative of the signal.
Great sound.
Right.
Yeah.
So a ribbon microphone uses a flat, ultra thin corrugated ribbon of aluminum directly suspended in between two poles, 2 permanent magnet poles, and that are mounted in a frame, and the sound waves directly vibrate the ribbon.
Yeah.
Moving it back and forth.
It's so sensitive you can blow it apart with a hard.
You can. Yeah.
A hard plosive or a really loud fiddle note.
So where you had the voice coil in a ribbon mic, the ribbon is the voice coil unwound and made flat. Instead of a coil of wire that's moving, the ribbon This is a ribbon I made today out of aluminum foil.
Crazy.
And it's actually moving.
Yeah.
So it's your voice coil.
Yep. And when it moves, it creates...
It's moving in a magnetic field,
Yep.
and it's a conductor. It's
Yep.
wired directly to the transformer, and it induces
And that's what
current.
they look like.
That's what they look
That's
like.
what the ribbon actually looks like.
Yeah.
It's a very... I mean, you can barely feel that.
It's that, and
But
that's just a piece of
But the
tinfoil.
ribbon in the mic is even thinner than that. Crazy. And here we go. We have one.
Yeah. So this is your golden age.
I see you have my golden age, or one all apart.
All apart.
So we can see the actual ribbon, which is both amazing and frightening.
And there's the actual ribbon in the middle of it.
Yep. And they tell you when you buy this, you can never store it on its side because you would not want this ribbon to sag.
Right.
And gravity would
Right.
cause it to
and,
sag.
And by side, they mean like this.
Yep.
So that the ribbon would be drooping down. You're
Yep.
supposed to store it upright so it's hung,
Yep.
right? So you can see that this R1, this is a modern ribbon mic. So it's got a transformer.
Yep.
Mounted on the back of the PC board, and the ribbon talks directly to the transformer because the impedance is so low. The transformer has to transform that tiny voltage up to make a signal. But also we've got transistors and some components on the front of the printed circuit board here.
Yep.
And that's to amplify.
Yep.
And there's a couple switches. One is for a 10 dB pad right there. This one is for a high pass filter.
Yep.
Because ribbons are kind of famously, if you
They're
get too
fat and
close to
bottom.
them, the closer you get, the fatter they get and the more bottom end, right?
Yeah.
So this one actually needs phantom power to operate because it's got active circuitry.
Yeah.
But you have to be super careful with
That
older
ribbon
ones.
is so flimsy.
Yeah. And
So flimsy.
if you were to plug like an old style RCA mic, ribbon mic, into an XLR with phantom power on it, the spike backwards through the transformer would instantly just blow the ribbon right off of it.
Yeah.
It would be done.
Yeah.
So
Crazy.
Yeah.
And this is, of all the mics that I've ever had in my studio, this is my favorite one. And amazingly, this mic is $250 mic.
yeah,
Golden Age came out with some incredible equipment. I recorded all of Bill Elliott's record with this mic. Every instrument, guitar, mando, some bass, all the vocals. Incredible.
yeah.
It did everything.
Buy a piece of tin foil
Yeah.
when you get down to it.
Yeah.
Now this ribbon in these mics, they're typically like 1/50th the thickness of a human hair.
Yeah. It's
And
crazy.
if you were to touch the ribbon, you could literally just wipe it apart with your fingertips.
Yeah.
It's so it's so thin. The tinfoil one that I made today is like way thicker.
Well, that thing sounds incredible.
Yeah. So what makes them so accurate and perfect for catching like every nuance of what they're recording of an instrument or vocals or whatever also is their Achilles heel, because that ribbon, if you puff on it too hard without a windscreen or a pop filter in front of it, you can blow it out, right? So
And there's been a lot of famous recordings made where ribbon mics gave up the ghost.
yeah, we talked about, what was the
And
one we talked about earlier?
Roy Orbison blew one apart in the Indian wedding song.
Yeah.
In the last chorus, in the highest part, when he hit that high note, you hear the ribbon
Vibrating.
and then
stretched
it dropped. And then they punched in and put a new mic in front of him, right?
Yeah.
But you heard it die.
Yeah.
It's crazy how sensitive they are.
Crazy how long they've been around, and that they're still so sought after,
Oh yeah.
right? And they're the perfect mic for, like, we could have a ribbon mic here and it would be perfect because we're 2 to 3 feet away. That's
We'd
where
have
they
to
like
face
to
it
be.
a different way though.
Yeah, we'd have to have it between us.
The live side of this mic is facing that way,
Right.
between us. Because this is a standard, silver dollar
Condenser,
side
yeah.
condenser, and the diaphragm is there, and it picks up everything, right?
Yeah,
But if it was a ribbon, the live side would face him, the other side would face me,
yeah,
and they're live on either side, right?
yeah.
It's very interesting.
So what else do you like using that one for?
I love that thing on everything. I haven't used it in a long time. I felt I was getting close to wearing it out, but it never gave any signs of that.
Now you can see it.
Yeah, I've
got to get it covered up before we destroy it.
Yeah, I'm gonna use it again, and if I don't, I'll buy another one that was so cheap.
Yeah. They're
incredible mics. Those golden ages are wicked.
There's lots of good stuff. There's videos that AEA has out, and I think Bayer Dynamic has a video on YouTube, and you can actually see the manufacturing process. Yeah. They literally take the tinfoil and they run it through a little hand cranked set of gears with the ribbon between pieces of paper, and crank it through, and then pull the paper away, and the ribbons that's how they corrugate it. Yeah. So amazing. All right, that's it for microphones. We've done the three main.
So if you've got any ideas you want to put through Geek Speak, send them to me. So we're going to move on to another technology after this.
Yeah.
So
right on. Here's
cool.
Geek Speak.
Well done. Good one. Next.
Super chat from Bob George.
Bob George.
What about the programs such as the one Tony Policastro offers? Keep up the good work. You're a huge fan, Bob, from the Fiddle.
Yeah. Well, I know Tony, and I can't put Tony down because Tony's got, tens of thousands of students, right? And I know for certain fact that he's not a great technician. But what he does is he stresses what I said earlier, is that without practice, you can never play. So his site allows you to, send in yourself playing. Mm-hmm. He's built an entire community where you can interact with him, other students. Like, it's magic, what he's done. So I can't put him down for that, because he does stress what I've told you, is that without practice you'll never be a guitar player or a fiddle player or any of those things. You have to practice, and Tony has devised all kinds of electronic tricks to make practicing fun, and so you got to give it to him.
What about Esteban?
Connects.
I never hear about Esteban.
Yeah, fuck
Esteban. A super chat from Kenny C Music.
Oh, Kenny, yeah, Kenny Chalavu.
Mm-hmm. He changed his name. It's just C now.
There you
go. He went incog Chalabu.
Incog Chalabu, yeah.
Can you recommend a few Cape Breton fiddle standards for an amateur fiddler? I had to come up with a question, and this is the best I can do today. Cheers, guys.
Well, a couple right off the bat would be these are standards. And the guitar tuned down for the clock. So a couple right off the top of my head, and everybody plays in Cape Breton. Well, they don't, like the beginner players play it, and we play it too, but it's usually throw it in the middle of the square set because you forgot any other tune you wanted to play, right?
It's a transition tune.
Yeah. So is Sheehan's Real. Much easier on the fiddle.
Yeah.
And then another one that's fun is it's called Heather Hill. It's what's his name? Jesus, I got Alzheimer's. Dan R. McDonald.
Great tune. And then those are reels, but I mean, there's tons of jigs and all kinds of stuff. And after you get through, 50 of those the old standards, you'll probably start running into strathspeys and marches but there's so many. There's hundreds of basic level reels.
Those are
really common ones, right?
Yeah.
And they're fairly easy to play. Most people will want to stay in the key of A a lot because there's hardly any fingering involved in A. But I would suggest you don't do that. Try to learn some G tunes and some D tunes. Like, don't take the easy way out. Like, learn simple tunes, but get in every key if you can. Sure.
We have a question from Mr. Rob Pinio.
Rob Pinio?
Yeah.
He sounds far away. Where's he calling in from?
He's like houses and houses away.
Yeah, he's whole feet away from us.
He's just feet and feet.
Mm-hmm.
He says, who is that clown with you, JP?
I don't think that's very nice of him to call you a clown, Ginger.
I don't think so either.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rob.
Yeah. Rob.
Kernurched.
Question from Corey McCormick.
Fernurched. Rob.
Knob.
Rob the Knob.
Oh, Lord. Here we go.
He used to be my lawyer.
Yeah.
He made him quit.
He quit.
I don't blame him.
Yeah, I would have never started that job.
Yeah.
Oh, dear. Question from Corey McCormick.
Corey McCormick.
Hey, Corey.
Are you picking up the Mona Lisa on your way to Ottawa next week? Will she be making an appearance at the show?
No. She's here. Dave brought her back.
She's back.
Yeah.
So will she be coming with you to Ottawa?
No.
At the show? Oh, she's staying home?
Yep, she's staying home.
Oh.
She's got that creepy smile on
The
her face. And she's staying home.
The FG9 is coming with me.
Oh, nice.
Well, that's what you're taking.
Well, you're putting the pickup in it tomorrow.
Oh, well, that's news to me.
No, it ain't. I told you before we started the show, you dork.
Shut up, I'm trying to create some tension.
You want to create some tension, take it off all your pants.
All your pants? How many
All
pants
your
does he wear?
pants.
Wow. That's a
Because
little,
I know you wear several pairs.
that's a little creepy.
Kernurched, please.
Awkward.
Awkward.
Awkward flamingo.
Awkward flamingo.
A question from Emmett Starcher.
Emmett
Starcher.
Starcher. Now that's the best fucking name ever. Emmett Starcher. Wicked.
Give us
Sounds like an
30
actor.
seconds. We'll come up with 7 nicknames.
Tell me what you need, Emmett.
He says, I own 2 Alvarez guitars, the RD8 and the RD8C. Can you tell me, are they fully laminate or just the back and sides?
Oh, I wouldn't know. Alvarez makes so many guitars, there's no way that one person would know all that information except Chris Meikle.
Yeah.
He would know. I haven't even heard of that model. So you might be talking about a guitar that's not being made right now or is not being pushed the way the new ones are, right? So I don't know. I have no idea. You'd have to ask Alvarez, like write to St. Louis Music and ask them about it. But I can guarantee you one thing: if they're older, you probably get smoking guitars. Because some of the older Alvarez's and the Yeris that came out, the DY90 and all these different guitars that are sought after by collectors now, including me. I wish I could get one. They were incredible, and some of them were laminate sides, or even laminate sides and back, and some of them were, you know, you just don't know. You have to do the research on the model number and find out. From St. Louis Music's the best way to find out because they've been dealing Alvarez over here since since the 60s. So they started over here with Alvarez. So there you go.
There it was.
Next.
Super chat from Jamie Reed.
Jamie Reed.
Hey, Jamie.
I go back and listen to Hometown Battlefield every 6 months, and every time it blows me away how incredible that song is. One of my favorites, man.
Love you, buddy.
Sometimes you don't suck and you write a good song.
Now that's a song that has hybrid picking in it. That whole intro. Well, actually, the intro and all the verses are all hybrid picked.
Can you play the intro?
I think so. Probably not, but I'll try. I'm doing a really hybrid.
So
I'm using 2 fingers, right?
Okay, for that. You're doing the pinch too, right? With that?
I'm actually playing true fingerstyle, except I switched up. I'm using these 2 fingers instead of these 2. It's not easy. I don't really like doing it. I don't feel like I'm good enough at it.
Why do you do it for that song then?
Because the chorus is... It's that. I need to flat pick the rhythm for the chorus, right?
You were pinching there too, right? For part of that? Yeah.
So it's triple pinch.
Yeah.
3 notes.
Right.
Another one.
Right.
Another one. Another one. And then they're all triple.
Yeah.
That one is just double. That one's double. So that whole first section is triple pinch.
Resolve at the end of it.
So another guy that does, you want to talk about hybrid picking, the guy that does the most hybrid picking of anybody I know is Gunning.
Yeah.
It's all hybrid.
Yeah, you're right.
He never, ever uses a thumb pick.
No.
And half of his tunes are fingerstyle.
Yeah.
So he does the same thing. He's playing with these 2 fingers.
At least.
And his
At least.
No, he never uses his pinky.
I've seen him use his pinky.
Nope. I don't think so. Maybe
I've
something I don't know he does.
Dave, write it in the comments. Do you use your pinky?
Yeah. I don't know if we want to know about that.
What do you use your pinky for, Dave?
You use your pinky. Use your pinky, Dave.
Yeah, use your pinky, Dave.
Use your pinky.
Speaking of...
Super.
Next. Okay.
I just got where you were going.
Slow.
Super.
Aye.
Aye, laddie.
I'm amazed it took that long.
Super.
And that's enough. And you're cut off. Super chat from Gerard O'Connor.
Gerard, attaboy.
Greetings from Ireland.
Attaboy.
Do you guys think that a softer sounding instrument, often less expensive and loud, works better in the studio? Love the chats.
I don't think there's any metric for that. I think what really counts in the studio is who's holding the guitar. Because I can make
You've proven that time after time.
Yeah, I can suck on every guitar I got.
In here. Equally as well.
Equally as well.
Yeah.
But in all seriousness, I can make the loudest guitar in here sound incredibly quiet.
Yeah.
And that you need that kind of technique to be a recording artist. You can't just sit in front of a mic and blast or whatever. You can't go the other way either. So quiet that you got to turn the gain so far up that you're blowing the fucking speakers out. You have to know how to work a mic and play a guitar at the optimum volume and projection for the song you're doing.
There's so many variables in there, right?
So if you're like, it shouldn't come down to whether the guitar is the right volume or clarity or whatever. It has to come down to the player.
No, there's definitely
using it.
There's definitely better body styles or tone woods that.
But for just individual songs,
right? For individual songs, for if you were going to do a fingerstyle tune versus a strum tune, there are some choices.
There are
in there.
Some choices, yeah.
Like a cedar top guitar. If you want a laid back, pretty sounding instrument for fingerstyle, a cedar top is one of my faves.
Yep. And if I was playing, big rhythm, I would have a guitar like this. This is a slow shoulder dreadnought mahogany, right? But I'm making it quiet right now.
Well, and you can switch it up to fingerstyle.
You can make it,
but you can switch that up to fingerstyle,
and still work.
And it will still work
perfectly. But I probably just blew everybody's heads off.
That's a good question.
Right up against the mic, yeah.
But it's true. Like I can make that guitar
do what you want. Be
too quiet or too loud, and I know where the mic is. And if I know the mic well enough, I know what the noise to ratio thing is. Right?
Signal to noise.
Yeah. I know. Yeah, signal to noise. Sorry. Yeah. I know what will blot out all of the background shit and just make all the notes go into the mic, right? Yeah. And it's
a sweet spot around the mic.
It is. Yeah. And it's 40 years of experience. Yeah. Like it takes a lot, and now it's easier for people that are less experienced because the equipment is so good, and the software is so good, and there's so many ways to fix problems afterwards, right? Which is a bit sad.
People use one mic now for almost everything.
I use this one mic for everything. I don't care what I'm recording. Yeah. I've always done that. That was my old mic. That Golden Age ribbon, I recorded entire albums with it. Yeah. Because I just loved the way it sounded, and it added something to my vision for what I was recording, like hugely, right? Yeah. So, yeah. That's quite a rabbit hole. We could go down that pretty hard.
What about the rabbits here today? Ginger, did you see the rabbits?
Yes, and the dogs did, and it drove them nuts for hours. There's 3 of them in the driveway. Super chat from Colin Dolan.
Colin Dolan.
Would you play us a tune on your FG9, and how is she holding up?
I don't have it out here, but it will be ready to go soon. It's holding up fantastic. I just reviewed it. The review is going to be up
2 weeks. 2 weeks.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, it's done. Come next. It's a monster. Monster. Yeah, I still say it is the best dreadnought being offered by any high volume production company. Anyone. If they're building guitars, 120,000 guitars a year, like Martin, Gibson, Taylor, or whatever, that's the best dreadnought in the world right now. By far.
Yamaha FG9.
Yamaha does probably more than 120,000 a year.
Nobody does it better.
No.
Super chat from Jasper North.
Jasper North.
Our pilot buddy. JP, do you plant your pinky on the guitar when playing fingerstyle?
Yes. Enough said. Chet Atkins did it. I
Thanks
do it.
for the detail.
A lot of great players have done it through the years, and I copied them. So there you go.
Does everyone, or does some people plant?
I don't know.
What's her name? Molly Tuttle floats, doesn't she?
She's a flat picker.
Oh.
She's talking about. They're talking about
Tolly Muddle.
Just fingerstyle.
Yeah, fingerstyle. Yeah. Always have the hand on there. Next.
Highlighted chat from Mark Smith.
Mark Smith.
Been a member for 34 months.
Nope.
No, 34 months not new.
Cheers, fellas. Just enjoying the tech talk and tomfoolery tonight. Keep it coming.
All right.
The tomfoolery.
Next.
Good timing, Jack.
Good timing,
Next.
Jackie.
He's gonna choke on his heart.
Next. Next. Next.
Oh dear. That's it for super chats.
Okay. The question tonight is.
Do you have a question?
I want you to name.
Did you think about it?
Yeah. I want
You
you
got
to
one.
name the 2 talk show hosts that used ribbon mics on their shows.
Ah.
And this will be for spots 21 and 22. You must get both hosts in the answer. There were 2 famous talk show hosts that both used ribbon mics. One used a Shure SM33, and the other one used a 77DX.
RCA.
RCA.
I would love to have a 44 DX.
And
I lost that.
we should also mention somebody else that we did outside and forgot was Larry King and Walter Cronkite.
They both used
Both-
77s.
Both used 77 ribbon mics.
77 is the pill style. It looks like a pill.
It looks like that mic.
That
When
one's
that grill
yeah,
is round.
basically.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a pill.
Yeah.
I don't know where you put the grill, but
I threw it behind the sofa.
okay. Who's up there?
Let's see. Is it Letterman and Carson?
It is.
Yes.
That is Mr. Stephen Baker.
Oh, Sudsy.
He's number 2.
Yeah.
Oh,
Who's
he's already
next?
on there.
Not so
Alrighty.
fast.
With, just to be different, Carson and Letterman, we have Caleb Hawkins.
Okay. You're
You're
good
in,
to go.
Caleb Hawkins.
Good, Caleb.
You are number 21. Who's next?
James Graff.
Who?
James Graff.
Graff?
Graff.
Oh, that's different.
Nope, he's been here a while.
No, but he hasn't never been on this list yet.
Oh no.
You're number 20.
Yep. No, he's
no,
good.
Jamie Reed.
Yeah.
James Graff. You are number 22. There we go.
James Giraffe.
James Giraffe.
There you have it.
Why the long neck?
Why the
Fucking
long
clown.
neck? So there we go, boys. There's string theory for you.
Are we here next Wednesday?
Um,
Could you burp again?
Yeah,
Pick a Lot goes on the road
Are
next
we-
Wednesday.
Are you on the road?
Yes, I'm leaving for Ontario Wednesday.
Oh.
But guitar stuff with John will carry on while I'm on the road every Monday night, 5 o'clock. And we'll be back together.
We've had a run. The 3 of us have had a run for the
Crazy.
last couple weeks.
But string theory will
Resume.
resume on the road when I have time to do it. When I'm in a hotel room,
Mm-hmm.
I'll be there.
Perfect.
Possibly with Gunnar.
Cheers, everybody.
Love you guys. Thanks to all our sponsors. And good questions. It was good questions.
It was a good crowd tonight.
And a special thanks to Chris for Geek Speak.
Well, a special thanks to you for hosting tonight.
Whatever. I'm trying to make you feel good. And trying to.
I don't need to feel good.
Yeah,
all right?
yeah, you do.
No, I
Yeah,
don't.
oh, yeah.
No,
Yeah,
I don't.
you need it.
No, I don't need it.
Yeah, you of all people,
I don't need you to try and make me feel good.
you need something.
Why don't you just shut up and strangle yourself with your tongue?